My name is Stan Rintz, and I'll be your host, showing you the special craft beer releases from around the state that you need to know about. And today, we're at Definitive Brewing Company. Let's check it out.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Maine Brew and Bev Guide magazine. In-depth articles, complete tasting room directory, beer necessities, and more of what craft beverage fans love. Makes a great gift, so give or get your own subscription at mainbrewandbev.com.
And welcome back. This week we're at Definitive Brewing Company, located in the heart of the Industrial Way Park here in Portland, Maine. And today I'm joined by Laura. She works in the tasting room here, and she also does their graphic design. Hey, Laura.
Hey.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you guys.
You guys are still kind of the new kids on the block here.
Yep.
So what can you tell us about your atmosphere here and the beer styles that you release?
The biggest thing about our atmosphere is that we have this huge, beautiful industrial space. We have a little bit of something for everyone. We've got video games, we have this big, beautiful bar. We let people bring their dogs. We encourage people to bring the whole family out. And when people come, they just have a really good time. We try to be as welcoming and friendly as possible.
Yeah, it's a beautiful space.
Yeah.
And so what can you tell me about the beers that you've been releasing so far?
Yeah, we really like to try to offer a little bit of something for everyone. We do the classic New England style IPAs.
Of course.
Easy IPAs, you gotta have that, because that's what everyone likes. We try to have other options. We've been doing a really great series of stouts. We start them on the pilot batch, and then we'll put it out, see if people like it, and then we'll do a bigger batch if it goes well. So last week we finally released Baby Steps in cans. It's a double milk stout with toasted coconut, and people have just been loving it.
Nice. Yes. Well, this looks delicious. Can you take me through a flavor profile?
Give it a try.
Yeah.
So it's a double milk stout, which means that we gave it a lactose treatment that sort of thickens the beer up. It's a non-fermentable sugar, so we add it to the boil, and it kind of adds a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of thickness. And then after the fermentation process, we added hundreds of pounds of real toasted coconut to the brew. And I think that coconut flavor really comes through. It's a nice, rich character to beer.
And thank you, Laura. And coming up in our forecast, we'll talk about Definitive's releases coming up this week. Okay, folks, after digging out of last week's storm, people are wicked thirsty, and it's time to get to our Maine Brew and Bev's special release forecast. All right, so this week we're going to start out in southern Maine for you tributary fans. On Thursday, the 24th, marks the return of their milk stout. Considered a sweet stout because of the lactose sugar added to the kettle to soften the roast malt, coming in rich, black, and roasty at 5.6%. And in Portland, Definitive Ale is back after a several-week hiatus with Vanilla Dome, their milkshake double IPA with strawberries, available in draft and cans. Also, Stuffed, a double milk stout with Oreo on draft, and now growlers for the first time ever. And moving over to Lone Pine in Portland, just re-released is their Alba Rosa IPA. This white IPA is brewed with rose hips and pink peppercorns that pack a light body but an immense amount of flavor and carries notes of orange, mango, stone fruit, and spice. And moving on up to Gritty's in Freeport, we'll have an Oat Brown Ale on tap in late January. This comes in at 6.3%, is malty, full-bodied beer, and has a delicious, rich, and toasty character to it. And in Western Maine, Saco River Brewing has a couple new arrivals this week we'll talk about. Their Hornet's Nest Double IPA. This local favorite is brewed with Citra, Ella, and Mosaic hops and is being re-released for the first time in 2019. And next is their Conway Cloud Double IPA. While northern Vermont has a fabled cloud that deposits amazing light and fluffy snow, here in Freiburg we have the Conway Cloud, which produces snow that is thick and juicy, just like this beer, brewed with Eldorado, Yukonot, and Nelson Sauvin hops. And moving on over to Bare Bones Brewing, they're releasing a Cyberg Sour on February 1st at both their Lewiston and Bridgeton locations. This Belgian dark sour weighs in at 6.6%. It was brewed with Belgian specialty malts and dry hopped with Mosaic, light in body but strong in flavor. And in Down East, Strong Brewing Company releases their annual Winter Solstice, a barrel-aged Solstice Night Russian Imperial Stout brewed in 2017, then stored in a bourbon barrel for 4 months, then kegged and stored an additional 10 months before bottling. It's It's available on draft in the tap room or in 16.9 ounce bottles at liquor stores throughout the state. And moving on over to Airline Brewing, they are releasing this weekend Cartel, a 7.1% Imperial Coffee Oatmeal Stout brewed with fresh Colombian coffee, roasted at Rooster Brothers in Ellsworth. This is a full-bodied stout that is as dark as it is delicious. Catch it on tap in the pub in Ellsworth and the brewery in Amherst if you can. And now you know about these special beer releases coming out this week and where to get them. Please share this video with your friends. Trust me, they will owe you a beer for it. Get even more brew knowledge by subscribing to our Maine Brew and Bev YouTube channel and Facebook page. While you're there, drop us a comment and let us know what you'd like to see on the next show. To make sure you never miss a forecast, go to mainbrewandbev.com and sign up for our newsletter. A big thank you to the breweries who sent us their release information. If you are a brewery watching and did not receive our call for releases and would like to get your special brews on here, email us at info@mainbrewandbev.com.